That's exactly what I'm saying, because I think it makes a mockery of the women's game. If the focus on, okay, now we just have to have people because of marketing and their attention, and they're not as talented, and we're not putting the best team out.
This came after Molly went live on air, claiming that Caitlin Clark was making a mockery of women's basketball. She argued that Caitlin had lowered the quality of the game and was only being talked about because of her connection with fans. Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever had just lost by a single point to the Washington Mystics in what turned out to be the most attended game in WNBA history. The Mystics even moved the matchup against Caitlin Clark to a nearby NBA arena, ultimately setting a new all-time attendance record. It's impossible to overstate Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA. She has become a household name, packing stadiums and captivating audiences nationwide. Yet, despite the numbers, some analysts, including ESPN's Molly Qerim, continue to suggest that Clark's rise is somehow hurting the sport, as Caitlin continues delivering jaw-dropping performances and remarkable stats night after night. Questions about her influence on the league keep growing. Has she only brought in fans through her popularity, or has she genuinely raised the standard of play? And how do comments from other stars like Angel Reese, who credit themselves with boosting the game, factor into this discussion? The truth is clear. Caitlin Clark's dedication, skill, and relentless drive have revolutionized women's basketball. While her achievements should be celebrated, her success has sparked heated debates. Fueled by criticism from analysts like Qerim, what should be seen as a groundbreaking moment for women's sports has instead become clouded with arguments over jealousy, double standards, and the treatment of female athletes in the media. Molly Qerim's claim that Clark is making a mockery of the sport was harsh and unexpected, quickly gaining attention from fans and commentators across the country. But when you look at Clark's record-breaking performances and her unmatched ability to elevate the game, it's clear those words don't hold weight. The numbers, the crowds, and the undeniable excitement all point to one truth. Caitlin Clark isn't diminishing the game, she's transforming it.
Kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. And she's a rookie. And if you're a WNBA player, if you're any kind of player, you're going to say, I'm going to make a statement. Targeted by society, targeted by her looks, targeted by her reputation, targeted by the disrespect that they've shown to the WNBA. There's a huge target on this kid's back. I thought Cameron Brink said something really smart. She said, now they're expecting this rookie class to be perfect. This rookie class isn't even one of the best rookie classes in the last 10 years.
Cam claimed that while Caitlin Clark has drawn huge crowds and boosted WNBA viewership, she hasn't raised the overall level of play. According to Qerim, Clark's game is flashy, but lacks substance, entertaining casual fans rather than strengthening the sport's fundamentals. She argued that Clark relies too much on three-point and highlight plays, sacrificing teamwork, defense, and strategy. But Clark's record proves otherwise. At Iowa, she shattered NCAA records, becoming the youngest player ever with multiple triple-doubles in a season. She's not just a scorer, she's an elite passer, has a high basketball IQ, and leads her team in both assists and steals. Clark dictates the tempo, breaks down defenses, and guards top players with intensity. Far from being just an entertainer, Clark is redefining women's basketball and pushing the sport to new heights. Yet critics like Qerim and even Monica McNutt, who once said she'd give Rookie of the Year to Angel Reese if Chicago finished ahead of Indiana, continue to question her impact despite the evidence.
I have said this all season, BC. My Rookie of the Year is going to go based on the standings. Okay. Because I think that is how you have the opportunity to measure impact.
And the sky is right above.
And the sky right now are in the playoffs, so you'd have to give the nod in my mind to Angel Reese.
You know, what I think is happening is black women trying to play mental gymnastics, find a way to put Angel Reese across the Clark. Rookie of the Year does not go to a team. That's why it's called Rookie of the Year. It goes to an individual player. So wouldn't it make sense that you would analyze this? You would analyze individual play overall? Like, this woman is doing all types of mental gymnastics in order to come to this conclusion, because she can try to place Angel Reese above Caitlin Clark. When the Fever in the future are ranked higher in the sky, I'll be curious to see if she does see if she's insights and maneuver.
One of the most impressive things about Caitlin Clark is her consistency. Game after game, she delivers numbers that silence critics. In the 2021-22 season, she averaged 27 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. MVP-level stats in any league, she's had multiple 30, 40, and even 50-point games, carrying Iowa to victory time and time again. When analysts like Qerim say Clark is more show than substance, they ignore the fact that her performances are the reason her team succeeds. Iowa wouldn't be the same without her. Clark has been a unanimous first-team All-American, the first player in Big Ten history with 1,000 points and 200 assists in a single season, and she's broken nearly every scoring record for her age. Group on top of that, she maintains elite efficiency, shooting over 45% from the field and nearly 40% from three. While Clark has largely stayed focused on her game, Angel Reese has often stepped into the spotlight, claiming she's the one who made women's basketball big. Reese argues the media favors Clark, casting her as the hero while painting Reese as the villain.
Don't understand, like, if they think it's personal, but when I get between the lines, if friends or anything, if my teammate right here went to play for another team, I'm going to be competitive, I'm going to talk trash to her just because I'm super competitive, and that's what we do. We're off the court, we're going to kick it and have fun, so I think that's a part of the game, and just trying to normalize, like, trash talking is okay, but not taking it personal off the court, and obviously that has become a thing, and people are just trying to make it seem like it's something, but I love Caitlin, I love her game, and I admire everything she's done.
But is this narrative accurate? Or is Reese simply keeping herself in the spotlight by framing Clark as her rival? Many fans and analysts believe Reese's attempt to embrace the villain role is more about attention than reality. While Reese is undeniably talented, her accomplishments don't compare to Clark's. Her claim of being the driving force behind the sport's growth feels more like self-promotion than fact. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark has never fueled rivalries. She remains respectful in interviews, never calling out opponents or chasing drama. Yet despite her professionalism, Clark often faces unfair criticism in the media. While Reese, who openly courts controversy, is frequently given a pass. For Clark's fans, this dynamic is frustrating. It feels as though the media is determined to find flaws in her game or character, even when none exist. Reese may enjoy playing the role of the villain, but Clark has made it clear she has no interest in theatrics. Her focus remains on one goal: winning basketball games.
For watching women's basketball right now, it all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize.
Olympic break helped the Indiana Fever more than any other team. And I felt like the Olympic break really hurt Chicago. Because I thought before the break, Indiana was playing well, Chicago was playing well, and granted, there have been injuries and things like that. But since the Olympic break, this Indiana Fever team, to me, is a completely different